वासुदेवाय श्रीमद्भागवतम अष्टम स्कंद चतुर्दश अध्याय श्लोक 9 प्रदेश रूपेण दस्योन्हन्या सुरार्वपुः काल रूपेण सर्वेषां अभावाय पृथग्गुणः. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. In the form of Prajapati Marichi, the Supreme Personality Godhead creates progeny. Becoming the king, he kills the thieves and rogues, and in the form of time, he annihilates everything. All the different qualities of material existence should be understood to be qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Text 10. Dasam Shloka. Stuyamano janirevi माययानाम रूपया विमोहितात्मभिर्नाना दर्शनैर्न च दृश्यते. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. People in general are bewildered by the illusory energy, and therefore they try to find the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality Godhead, through various types of research and philosophical speculation. Nonetheless, they are unable to see the Supreme Lord. Whatever actions and reactions take place for the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this material world are actually brought about by the one Supreme Person. There are many varieties of philosophers trying to search for the ultimate cause under different names and forms, but they are unable to find the Supreme Personality Godhead, Krishna, who explains in Bhagavad Gita that he is the origin of everything and the cause of all causes. Aham sarvasya prabhava. This inability is due to the illusory energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Devotees therefore accept the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is and remain happy simply by chanting the glories of the Lord. So one thing is here, people in general are bewildered by the illusory energy, and therefore they try to find the absolute truth, the Supreme Personal Godhead, through various types of research and philosophical speculation. Nonetheless, they are unable to see the Supreme Lord. There are many varieties of philosophers trying to search for the ultimate cause under different names and forms, but they are unable to find the Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna, who explains in Bhagavad Gita that he is the origin of everything and the cause of all causes, Aham sarvasya prabhava. This inability is due to illusory energy of the Supreme Lord. Devotees therefore accept the Supreme Godhead as he is and remain happy simply by chanting the glories of the Lord. How can one understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Do you understand? This is the question. How can one understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead? By the mercy of the Lord, one can understand the Lord, isn't it? Mercy of the Lord, one can understand the Lord. As you say, by the help of sunshine, one can see the sun. If there is no sunshine, nobody can see sun. Yeah? Similarly, without the mercy of the Lord, nobody can understand it. This is our saying. So how can one get the mercy of the Lord? The next question. That is the next question. How can one get the mercy of the Lord? Bolo, Jogeshwar? Yes. Guru Krupa, Sadhu Krupa. Do you understand? Guru Krupa, Sadhu Krupa. One has to take shelter of a Sadhu Guru. Sisateham sadhimang pam prapannam. Do you understand? So to accept a Sadhu Guru and completely surrender unto the lotus feet of Sadhguru. You understand? In other words, one should voluntarily be prepared to accept this severe discipline inflicted by Sadhguru. Become a disciple. Disciple means under strict discipline. Huh? That is voluntary acceptance. Voluntary acceptance. Sishyate sadimang tvam prapanna. I become your sishya. I become your disciple. That means, please inflict a severe discipline on me. And sadhiman, purify me. Unless you accept the punishment or discipline inflicted by you, Sadhguru, gladly, without grumbling, you cannot get the mercy. Isn't it? Yogeshwar understood? Cannot get mercy. Vaishnava's punishment, sadhu's punishment is his mercy. Yes. Is his mercy. That is mercy. They follow. That is mercy. So sad sishyate hang sadhiman ham prapannam. Do you understand? Sishyate hang sadhiman tam prapannam. I become your disciple. I completely surrender myself unto your lotus feet. Please inflict severe discipline on me, purify me, then impart tattva jnana. That is Sadhguru's mercy. Then the surrendered disciple should hear what Sadhguru says with concentrated attention, putting complete faith in it. Do you understand? Thereby he will get the mercy. Without taking shelter of a Sadhguru, no other way is there to understand the supreme truth, supreme Lord. Do you follow? No other way. Without taking shelter of Sadhguru, no other way is there to understand supreme Lord. There? No. One who doesn't take shelter at the lotus feet of Sadhguru, he cannot understand Krishna. He cannot understand the supreme truth. No. By mental speculation, one cannot understand. Do you follow? This is mental speculation. So we are speaking about that thing. It's mental speculation. Monodharma. Do you follow? That's said monodharma. Monodharma and atmadharma, we say. There's manodharma, atmadharma. Dharma of the mind and dharma of the soul. Dharma of the mind is speculation. Dharma of the mind is speculation. Acceptance, rejection. Sankalpa, vikalpa. There is hell and heaven difference between manodharma and atmadharma. Do you understand? Atmadharma is priti dharma. Do you understand? Dharma based on priti, love. And manodharma is apriti dharma. There is no love. Do you understand? No love. It's only speculation. Anuman. So we are citing example from Chaitanya Charitamrita, this Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya's episode. Do you follow? That is the example. Mahaprabhu came with Supreme Personal Godhead, with Krishna himself, supreme authority from whom Veda comes, came as a teacher, Acharya, Sadhu, Guru. Do you understand? Did Leela. To teach us how to surrender, how to develop bhakti, how to know Krishna, understand Krishna. Do you understand? When Mahaprabhu took up sannyas, he was going to Vrindavan, but his mother, Sachimata, told him to go to Jagannath Puri, stay there so she can get his message. Mahaprabhu was Matha Bhakta. Mahaprabhu was very much devoted to his mother. So what his mother said he did, he came to Jagannath Puri. At that time, Sarvam Bhattacharya was there, great learned scholar, follower of Sankaracharya. So his brother-in-law, Gopinath Acharya, he was devotee. He knows Mahaprabhu. The Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personality Godhead. But the Sarva Bhattacharya couldn't understand because he was not a devotee. Only devotee knows. Do you understand? One who is completely surrendered unto Supreme Lord, Sarvadharman Paritejya Mamekam Saranam Brada. It's complete surrender unto Supreme Lord. Krishna accepts him. And he gets the mercy. Thereby, he knows Supreme Truth, Supreme Personality, Godhead Krishna. He sees also. He gets such eye. Premanjana Surita Bhakti Vilochanena. Santa Sadeva Hrudesu Vilokayanti. Jasyama Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupam Govindam Adi Purusam Tamam Vadami. Brahma Samhita says. One who surrenders unto this Guru, dear devotee of Krishna, Sadhu Guru, and hears from him, concentrate attention, putting complete faith in the words of Sadhu Guru, he gets mercy. By such hearing, through this hearing, this premanjana, the ointment of love is smeared on his eyes. So he gets that eye. Bhakti Chakya. So he sees the all beautiful Shyama Sundar form of Krishna. Srute Khita Patham. Srutoi Khita. If you hear, then you can see. Do you understand? If you hear Krishna Katha, transcendental nectarian Krishna Katha, from the lips of a Sadhu Guru, then you can see. You'll be endowed with that vision. So that vision, you can see all beautiful Shyam Sundar form of Krishna. Otherwise, you cannot see. So Gopinath Acharya was a devotee, completely surrendered. So he was endowed with such vision, so he could see how Mahaprabhu is Supreme Personal Godhead. Whereas this Sarvam Bhattacharya was not a devotee at all. Do you understand? Non-devotee. Dry philosophy. Do you understand? Speculator. Logician. Material logic. He knows only. Though he is a great Pandit. He is Brahaspati avatar. Incarnation Brahaspati. Such a scholar, Pandit was still not available. Such Pandit. Still couldn't understand. Do you understand?
Mahaprabhu is avataring. Mahaprabhu is avataring.
Yes.
Why did he accept his mother proposal to stay in Jagannath Puri if he is avataring? Krishna never is Vrindavan.
No. He's also Vrindavan. Krishna Ketra is also Vrindavan. Yes. Yes. That day, we said, Vyasdeva has written in Skanda Purana. You understand? In Skanda Purana, there is one portion in an Utkala Khanda, special portion. Utkala Khanda. Name is Utkala Khanda, Utkala Odisha. Do you understand? Everything is written about this. Utkala Khanda, Jagannath, this Dham, everything written. Vyasdeva has written that thing. Do you follow? This Utkala Khanda, Purushottam Dham, Mathura Dwarka Lila Ja Karoti Cha Gokule, নীলাচল স্থিত কৃষ্ণস্থা এব রচতি প্রভু। You follow Yogeshwar? Huh? Mathura Leela, Dwarka Leela, Gokul Leela. Do you understand? What Krishna does, the same Leela is done in Nilachala. So, Golok, Mathura, Dwarka. The Leelas performed by Krishna in Golok, Mathura and Dwarka, the same Leela is here performed. The same. Do you follow? Yes. Mahaprabhu disappeared here. Mahaprabhu manifested Antya Leela here, Prem Leela. Huh? If it is not such a dham, why he did it? He is, as you say, he is avatar, he never leaves Vrindavan. So this is also Vrindavan. You understand? The same Leela, I said. So, I was saying, this Tarkika's logician, Sarvabhattacharya was a Tarkika, is a logician, materialistic only. He doesn't know bhakti. So he put forth, his students put forth a logic. Banhiman parvato banhiman dhumat. Where there is smoke, there is fire. This is logic. So from that hill, mountain from a distance looks as if covered with smoke. So according to this logic, there must be fire. You go to that hill and find out where there is fire. No fire. This is material logic only. It's not true. Gopinath says, Anuman Praman Noy. This is the speculation, is not truth. Anuman Praman Noy, Ishwar Tattva Jnane Krupa Bina Ishware Kyo Nahi Jane. This is not true. Speculation is not true. Nobody can understand by speculation. If he goes and speculating life after life, hundreds of lives, still cannot understand. ईश्वर कृपाले सोया छे जारे सही से ईश्वर तत्व जाने वाले ईश्वर कृपा बिना के हो ईश्वर के ही ना without the mercy of the Lord nobody can understand Lord. One who has gotten some mercy the Lord he understands अथापि चेदेव पदाम्बुजद्वय प्रसादलेशान् गृहीतो एव हि जानाति तत्त्वं भगवन् महिम्नो न चास्य एकोऽपि चिरं विचिन्नं 10th canto Srimad Bhagavatam quoted. Is a statement given by Brahma. Brahmaji says, O Lord, one who has gotten some mercy of your lotus feet, he only knows you. Nobody can know or understand you by speculation. If he goes on speculating, hundreds of thousands of lives cannot understand. You understand? Gopinath just says, you are such a great scholar, you know Shastra. There is no such scholar as you in this world. Still, you are not gotten mercy of the Lord. Therefore, you cannot understand. Do you understand? It is not your fault. Shastra says this thing. Do you understand? By dint of one scholarship, one speculation, one merit, one cannot understand it. The absolute truth. Only by the mercy of the Lord one can understand. Do you understand? When Gopinath Acharya said this thing, then Sarvabhattacharya quoted Shastra. How to say? He is Lord. Maybe a great devotee. Bhagavad Shastra says 3 yuga. Do you understand? In 3 yugas, the Lord comes, incarnates. Satya Treta Dvapara, not in Kali Yuga. How to say this is Kali Yuga? How to say that is Lord? He quoted. He has that logic. It is an argument. But one should understand Shastra in Tattva. You understand? Tattva Vichar, not Abad Vichar. Literally it means 3 yuga means 3 yugas. What does it mean? Then Gopinath Acharya says, Kali Yuge Leela avatar na kare Bhagavan. অতএব ত্রিযুগ পরি কহি তার না। Why say ত্রিযুগ? Because in Kali Yuga there is no Leela avatar. You follow? There is no Leela avatar of the Lord. Satya, Treta, Dwapar, in Sri Yuga there are Leela of that Leela. But in Kali Yuga no Leela avatar. But Yugavatar is there. Therefore it said Sri Yuga. It doesn't mean that doesn't come. There's no incarnation, yes. Some avatar, disguised incarnation. Huh? And Yugavatar, isn't it? Therefore, Sri Yuga. Governadatta became disgusted. Tried his best to convince him, but he failed. তোমার আগে তো কথার নাহি প্রয়োজন, উসর ভূমিতে যেন বীজের রোপণ। তোমার উপরে তার কৃপা যবে হবে, এসব সিদ্ধান্ত তুমিও করিবে। I am just sowing a seed in a barren land. A barren land. Yes, the heart of Sarvam Bhattacharya is very dry, barren land, very dry. No mellow, no moistening, dry, hard heart. Because logicians, you understand, material logicians, Tarka, completely covered up with Maya. You understand? Completely covered up with Maya. Those who raise logics and arguments, you should understand they are completely covered up with Maya. Completely covered up with Maya. Do you understand? That is said. Sixth kind of Bhagavatam says that. Do you understand? Those who raise logics, material logics, arguments, you should understand they are completely covered up with the Maya. Nothing else. You understand? Only those persons raise these logics and arguments. Put logics and arguments in Vedic truth. Those persons. Otherwise, devotee will never put those things. Completely covered up with Maya. Jatsakthayo bhadatang vadinam vai vivada samvada bhuvo bhavanti kurvanti chaisang muhuratma moham tasmai namo ananta gunaya bhumne. Sixth canto Bhagavatam says this thing. Prajapati Daksha says, those who are logicians, raise material logics, arguments, they are completely covered up with Maya. Do you understand? This is the activity of Maya. Do you understand? Kutarka, to put logic and arguments, material logic and argument is the activity of Maya. Do you understand? That adhokhyata vastu, who cannot be measured by your imperfect senses, is adhokhyata, is Bhagavan. He is achintya, he is inconceivable. Do you understand? So how can you measure him through your imperfect senses and understand him through your imperfect logics, I mean, say material logics and arguments, through your material scholarship? Only you will be bewildered. Do you understand? Only you will be bewildered. You are covered up completely with this ignorance, Maya. তোমার উপরে তার কৃপা যবে হবে, এসব সিদ্ধান্ত তুমি করে। At last he said, all right, when you get his mercy, Mahaprabhu's mercy, then you can understand it. He just, there is this hope, desire, and that he got. That he got. He got the mercy of Mahaprabhu when he said that Sri Krishna Chaitanya, you have taken up sannyas in very young age. Very difficult to keep a sannyas in Kali Yuga. It's generally needed this sannyasis should read Vedanta or hear Vedanta into meditation. But you are not doing that thing. You're chanting Hare Krishna, dancing on the road. So you should hear. He was such a proud fellow, Sarvam Bhattacharya. He was thinking himself, only knower of Vedanta. Nobody was there that knows Vedanta. You understand? Puffed up fellow. Mahaprabhu posed himself as most ignorant fool. He said, yes, I'll hear Vedanta from you. I'll be your student. You understand? Posed himself like an ignorant fool. He just posed, pretended, Solana. You understand? Pretended. Then Sarvam Bhattacharya spoke Vedanta, quoted sutras, Vedanta Sutra, premises of Jagannath temple, continuously for 7 days. Mahaprabhu was sitting, posing, pretending like an ignorant fool, just hearing, not uttering a word. 7 days. Then Bhattacharya said, oh, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, do you understand what I say? Why are you not saying anything, putting any question? Huh? Do you follow? You're not putting any question. Do you understand what I say? Then Mahaprabhu opened his mouth. Mahaprabhu said, I understood the sutra very well. Do you understand? Janmadhyasya jatoho shastra janitvat athato brahma jigyasa. All these sutras, I understood very well. But your commentary, explanation is very difficult to understand. Do you understand? Yogeshwar, why it is? Because nobody can understand this sutra, so commentary is given. Explanation is given. You understood the sutra, but the explanation is very difficult. Oh, yes. Because it is not giving proper explanation. It's speculation only. Kalpanic, imaginative commentary. That is Sankaracharya's imaginative commentary. Sharirik Bhashya. You understand? Sun is effulgent. A black cloud covers it up. Your commentary is like that. Vyasa Sutra is like effulgent sun. You understand? Vedanta Sutra is like effulgent sun. But your commentary, imaginative commentary, is like a patch of black cloud that covers it. You understand? With the compiler of Vedanta Sutra has given the commentary. That means Asdeva has given commentary, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. You understand? Srimad Bhagavatam is the natural commentary, Vedanta Sutra. But these fellows don't touch Bhagavatam. They speak from imaginative commentary, Sarika Bhashya, compiled by Sankaracharya. So Mahaprabhu said this thing. And they try to explain or put forth this Siddhanta that the supreme truth is formless, void. You understand? Formless, void, nirakar. सर्वैश्वर्य परिपूर्ण स्वयं भगवान तारे निराकार करी करो व्याख्यान. Mahaprabhu said, Bhagavan who is unlimitedly full with 6 Aishwaryas. And you try to establish that he is void, he is formless. What is this? That's not true. Jada Shruti Jalpati Nirvishesam Sa Savidatte Savishesameva Vichara Joge Satyantata Sang Prayo Baliya Savishesameva. Quoted this thing. In Shruti, in Veda, 2 things are said, Savishesa, Nirvishesa. Do you understand? What is this? Savishesa, Nirvishesa? Personal, impersonal. Do you understand? The Shruti says Nirakara. That means has no form. What does it mean? Supreme Lord has no material form. Do you follow? Material form. Therefore it's a Nirakara. He has transcendental form, Sachidananda Vigraha. Shweta Upanishad says, Apanipado Javanugrahita Pasyatyesa Chakyusa Sunatyote Karna Svabeti Vedyam Natatasyasti Veta Tamahuragyam Purusam Mahanta. Apanipado. He has no hands, no leg, but he accepts everything and moves very quickly. How does it? No hand, no leg, how it moves? Huh? Then he says, Pasyatat Chakyu, he has no eyes, but he sees everything. How is it? What does it mean? He has no material hands, he has no material legs, material ears, but hears everything. And material eyes. He has transcendental, Sachidananda, Vigraha form. So he says this thing. Doesn't mean that he is formless. No. Doesn't mean so. Then he quoted this thing. Vichar joge sadihantatasan prayo valiya savisesabeva. But Shruti says Nirakar Nirvises, ultimate conclusion is that is savisesa. He has form. It is Sachidananda Vigraha. And that is the ultimate conclusion. What is ultimate? Last conclusion, that stands. Previous conclusion, cancelled. This is what? So, in this, so many discussions are there. Mahaprabhu at last said, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Veda speaks about it. In Veda, there are three tattvas, samandha, videya, prayojana. Do you understand? Samandha, videya, prayojana. Three tattvas, samandha tattva, videya tattva, and prayojana tattva. Samandha tattva is Bhagavan Samandha, Krishna Samandha. Krishna is the chief relationship, only relationship. Ang sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. Iti matta vasante mang buddha bhavasamanta. Krishna said, I am the source of all emanations, all come out from me. So he is the only relationship and chief relationship. The Samandha Tattva relationship. Then Avideya Tattva is bhakti, Prayojana Tattva is prema. Love, prema. Veda, three Tattva called. Three Tattva are said in Veda. Do you understand? But these Mayavadis, the impersonalists, how do they explain these three tattvas? Do you know? How do they explain? Huh? Bolo. Samandha is the Shaktika Brahma. Do you understand? They say Samandha is Brahma. And Avideya is Gyan Vairagya. And Prayojana is Mukti. They interpret in that way. But Mahaprabhu says, no, that's not. Samandha is Krishna. Prayojana, Avideya Bhakti. Prayojana Prema. Do you understand? This is not correct. But you say. Then Mahaprabhu explained why Shankaracharya gave such philosophy. Impersonal. So I gave. Mayavadamasa sastram prasannam bodhuchyante mayava vihitum devi kalau brahmana murtina. His wife Parvati in Kali Yuga will go as an acharya and preach Mayavad, which is also Shastra, is not so Shastra. Is Prachonna Bodhavad. Do you understand? Is Buddhism Prachonna Bodhavad? It's also Shastra. I have to do because I have been ordered by my Lord Narayana. Ah. And Mahaprabhu said all these things. Bhattacharya, hearing all these things, became amazed. You understand? Became amazed. Suni Bhattacharya hela parama vismita mukhena nisarevani hela stambita. He cannot speak anything. He became amazed, became mum, cannot speak anything. Then this question comes up. Atmarama sloka. Famous Atmarama sloka in Bhagavatam. Atmaramastu munayandra grantha. Vyurukrame kurubandya hetu kim bhakting itham bhuta guna hari. But to speak of others, even those are Atmaramas. Do you understand? Those who join the soul. Atmaramas, like Sukadeva Goswami. That Sukadeva Goswami, at last, came to the path of bhakti. Do you understand? Attracted to Krishna. Atmaramas to Munaya. This Munis, such Munis, Atmaram. They also develop a hetuki bhakti for Krishna, but to speak of others. This Atmaram verse came up. Then Bhattacharya requested Mahaprabhu to explain that verse. Mahaprabhu said, you first explain. I will hear. Then I will say. Then Bhattacharya explained that verse in 9 different ways. 9 different ways. Because he was a great scholar. All scholarly explanation he gave. Mahaprabhu thanked him. But Acharya jani tumi sakshat Brihaspati. Shastra व्याख्या করে দিয়েছে কার নাই শক্তি কিন্তু তুমি অর্থ কইলে পাণ্ডিত্য প্রতিভায় ইহা এই শ্লোকের আছে আরো ভিতরে I know, but Acharya, you are Brihaspati incarnation. There is no such pandit scholar like you. But whatever explanation give is all scholarly explanation. But this is not true explanation. Do you understand? This verse has some different.
Record of this explanation as a record, any record of the explanation of Dr. Shari and Margaret. Written.
Yes, written. Yes, written. Yes.
Recorded all the
Recorded.
It's not going to change that this written.
It's not there. Still, Mahaprabhu's explanation is there. You understand? Bhattacharya's explanation not recorded. Mahaprabhu's explanation is there. Mahaprabhu explained, he said there are 11 words are there. Atmarama cha munaya nirgantha api urukrame kuruvanti ayetuking bhakti itham bhutaguna hari. 11 words. Then explained each word. You understand? Mahaprabhu explained in 18 different ways. Without touching Sarvabhauma's explanation. You understand? Based on he established Shuddha Bhakti, how it speaks about. You understand? And Bhattacharya heard this. Mahaprabhu's Vedanta explanation, explains Vedanta Sutra. At the same time, the explanation of this Atmaram verse became so much. You understand? He became amazed. Then he thought of, yes, he is Krishna himself. Now he accepted he is Krishna himself. Without which only Krishna can explain in such a way, nobody can. Then he thought of, I have committed a great offense. Do you understand? यहाँ तो साक्षात कृष्ण मुई ना जान यहाँ महापराध कोई गर्वित हो यहाँ. He is directly Krishna, but I couldn't understand him. Therefore, I have committed great offense. That is what I speak. Do you understand? Out of pride. So immediately fell flat, prostrated himself at the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu and begged, please excuse me. I committed great offense at the lotus feet. Mahaprabhu is wonderfully merciful. He accepted Bhattacharya. That is Mahaprabhu's mercy bestowed on him. Mahaprabhu showed his, let's say, Sadbhuja. 6-armed form, 4-armed form, 6-armed form, 2 arms, holding float. You understand? Dvibhuja Vanshidhari Krishna. Mahaprabhu, so that is his mercy, his power. Immediately, Sarvam Bhattacharya prostrated himself in the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu and uttered 100 verses, eloquent, extempore. Do you understand? Eloquent and extempore, 100 verses he quoted. Because such a scholar, glorifying Mahaprabhu. Do you understand? Glorifying Mahaprabhu, he quoted 100 verses, eloquent, extempore, nice verses. Do you know? Yogeshwar, 100 verses. Sarvam Bhattacharya, 100 verses. Very famous verse. You follow? Very famous verse. Sarvam Bhattacharya's 100 verses glorifying Mahaprabhu. This is mercy of Mahaprabhu. Then he understood that this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Sakshat Krishna, is directly this. Huh? Yes, we have 100 verses. Vasudev Sarvam Krutam Chaitanya Satakam. Pranamyantam Prabhu Gauro Tava Pade Satam Brube. Sada Swayanang Sadhunang Mukhyartum Me Krupang Kuru. Sri Radha Krishna Yosi Vang Sthapayitva Gruhe Gruhe. Srimat Sankirtana Gauro Nrityati Prema Viholi. Jivayang Harinama Sadhana Mohadara Satam Netrayo. Sarbange Pulakairgod. Pulakaidgamo Nirabadhi Svedesa Vibhradati. Srimad Gaura Hari Pragalabha. Madhura Bhakti Pradatur Janai. Seva Sri Brada Josita Manugata Nitya Sada Sikhyate Kali Malapatitanang Sokomoha Brutanang Nija Janapati Seva Bitta Chinta Kulanang Iti Sanajani Gauro Sano Hetu Vichintya Prakata Madhura Deho Namudata Krupalu Sri Srimad Krishna Chaitanya Jagat Prani Kartari जो मुढ़े भक्ति उदास न सत पच्यते नरके ध्रुवम जह कृष्ण राधा कुंजे विलास कृतवान पूर्वा गदाधरेण संयुक्त सौ गौरव वसते भुवि. So many. Prayer, 100 verses, eloquent, extempt. This is mercy, causeless mercy of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then he understand how Mahaprabhu is supreme personality body. When Gopinath Acharya was saying, he couldn't understand. Gopinath tried his best to convince him, still he couldn't. Then Gopinath at last became disgusted, said, I am just sowing seed in a barren land. Never done that. When you get his mercy, then you can say, got his mercy, then he said, यहाँ तो साक्षात कृष्ण मुई ना जानिया महापराध कोई नहीं कर भी तो begged excuse. This is what. Understand? How can one understand it? Only by the mercy of Krishna one can understand. And the mercy of Krishna is received or obtained with the mercy of Sadhu Guru. Without Sadhu Guru's mercy, nobody can get the mercy of Krishna. Then nobody can understand. This is the only process. Only process. Do you understand? They have gotten the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So it is revealed to them. This question of revelation, realization, nothing else. It cannot be established through material logic and argument. Then it will be different and different and different. So many philosophies therefore. This all based on material logic only. Tarkika Pantha. Tarkika Pantha. Gautama, Konada, Jainini, Jagyavalkya. All these things. Tarkika Pantha. Not true. Mahadana Jena Gata Sapantha. Those are Sadhu Mahadanas. They know this tattva, it is there in their heart. Dharmasya tattva nita guhaya. Mahadanas, Mahadanas. They speak about. That is the real philosophy. Vaishnava philosophy. Nothing else. Hey, Krishna everywhere. Isn't it Yogeshwar? See? If I see. If you have eye, you see. How is that? Huh? No eye. Blind man. Darshan nahi to andher kriya. Huh? There's no eye, then it's activity of blind man. Huh? Darsana, English you say philosophy. Philosophy. And darshan also seeing. So no darshan, then it's activity of blind man. Do you follow? True darshan, true philosophy is the Vaishnava darshan.
But as long as the heart is not purified enough, Krishna will not appear.
How?
Krishna
It
will
is
not.
not purified, how Krishna will appear?
So the only attraction that brings Krishna to us, that's our pure love for him.
Without love,
Yeah.
how can he? It's pretty vastu. This relationship is pretty sambandha. It's a loving relationship. Do you understand? The relationship is based on pure love. Krishna is the only relationship. And what type of relationship? Based on pure love. Priti sambandha. Yes. Without that love, how can we get? Therefore, prayojana is need, ultimate need is prema, is love. Ang sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matta bhajante mang buddha bhava samannita. This is most important verse in Bhagavad Gita. Do you understand? Krishna says it's only relationship. It's the source of all emanations, of creations. Everything has come out from him. It's only relationship. What's Buddha Bhava Samannita? Those are Buddha, he learned. They know this and do bhajan in this bhav. What bhav? Priti bhav, prema bhav. Do you understand? Yes. This question of prema, priti is there. Yeah. Without that priti, prema, you can't. You can't understand.
Without love, we cannot even do bhajan.
How can you do bhajan?
Yeah. And service
How
also
can
will be imitation.
Only imitation, only pretension,
Pretension.
only pretension, only imitation.
So how can I develop love?
Huh?
How can I develop love? Real love.
By the association of such devotee was it?
Who is it?
Really developed love. Who has bound up Krishna the rope of love in his heart.
But can I take some specific instruction? What shall I do?
Follow Yogeshwar.
Yeah.
Only by such association of
The
such
association
a
will be enough.
devotee can one develop love.
Yes, but the, Vaishnava has explained that, the mosquito is sitting on the body of a Vaishnava, sucking his blood. But the consciousness is very far away.
You see, mosquito is not doing association, disturbing. It's disturbing the sadhu.
But I'm disturbing you also.
Disturbing the sadhu. Do you understand? Association means to hear from the sadhu and imbibe the mood of the sadhu.
Yeah. Practical application.
Yeah, that is association. Do you follow Yogeshwar? Yes. That is association. It is not that like mosquito will disturb. That is not association. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. I'll take prasad, I'm not taking prasad. Hari.